So what Andy and I were just talking about on the phone, so to you guys it happened like that, but we were just having a chat on the phone, was the intricacies of re-putting these carb bodies back together, and also the decision process that happened when somebody decided to block this and this one off, which then affects one of these two, the low pressure, the tick over. Yeah, we knew the bike ticked over okay. So go figure, very crazy. We've still got that piece missing, that little tiny pieces in here somewhere. There it is, right down there. I'm going to do a soft assembly, so I'm going to assemble. We've also talked about the emulsion tubes. So we are both in agreement that the fluted emulsion tubes here, with the wear on them, are Yamaha. And the non-fluted tubes here are Ducati. So that's our representation of what's going on. It's just that whenever you look at a Yamaha kit, they're all beautifully fluted. And when I reassembled these carbs, I chose the fluted ones because they looked really, really nice. They're like little whistles. Whereas the Ducati ones aren't fluted, they're just drilled straight in. With carburation, you can't be messing around. See, there's your difference there. It doesn't look crikey O'Reilly. If I could, yeah, see how I just threw it in with the old bits, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not using them. They're just drilled. They're not fluted and beautiful. There's nothing in these sliders that says, I mean, these sliders are clean but worn, as you can tell. There's nothing in there that actually is a guide for the emulsion tubes. And we'll keep going. I was only saying to Andy that if I had another Ducati 900 myself, I would compare, because it needed clean anyway. I'd just have the two sets and compare the market.com to see what, and that's marketing for you doing its thing, to see what the difference is. We are in agreement that the 140s are not going to go back in just yet. What we're going to do is, for no reason whatsoever, and we're freaking out, is we've got some extra jets here, because you know you can never have too many jets. In here somewhere are the old 70s. And I thought we'd just risk it for a chocolate biscuit and put the 70s back in wherever they are. Is this even the right pack? They are in here somewhere, I'm sure. Put the 70s back in. Oh, there they are. Put those two 70s back in, because Andy saw a video where somebody put them into a Monster 600. But as you can see here, the 600s should be running 132.5s. Who's to tell? The way I look at it is reassemble the carbs. I'll make sure that the float levels are correct. Oh gosh, that's going to be some faffery. And then I will use a syringe to pressurize the petrol and see if there's any leakage there. If there isn't any leakage, thank you. And we'll just see how she runs on the 70s. If it doesn't run so well on the 70s, then we'll get the Chihuahua to remove them, good boy, and put the 140s back in. But that would be the last of the modifications that we make, because we're just not making the sort of progress that we want to. So the signs are she's running rich. She's really dumping loads of fuel all over her pistons and spark plugs. That doesn't make any sense at all. It also had a problem with its diaphragms that were being destroyed. You saw the messy chemical reaction during cleaning. So something's happened, and it's been the thing that's been making me feel sick. I've still got a... aren't you? Yes, you are a healthy dog. Good dog. It's so cold. Do you want my heat? I'm going to find a way of putting you in my jacket, aren't I? Should we get you in my jacket? Yeah. Right, boy. Time to continue the rebuild. Yep. That motorcycle videos just aren't well received on YouTube. You're helping me, aren't you, mate? He's a helping dog. Just having a little chuckle to myself. It's not fair, really, is it? But there's a vlogger that's like vlogging out of someone's garage, And she is, oh shit, cut that. I'm not going to cut that. There's a vlogger working out of someone's garage. I only had a chuckle because it just kind of was like, boys, you don't get it. Do they, hero? Hmm? So she's working out of someone's garage, sorry. And she seems personable and all that sort of stuff, and is making a nice career for herself in vlogging. And it looks like the garage owner's son has taken a real shine to her. So he's gone and bought her a motorcycle, forget what it was. And the best she had was a hug. But it took her ages, absolutely ages to hug him, because she had to really think then. Really think hard. She'll tell you that she was shocked. And, you know, when you're old enough, you kind of know people's reactions, you get to know them, and you get to see the telltale signs of somebody who's very, very into themselves. And guys, you don't get it. When a woman says, we're friends, she pretty much means it. You're friend zoned straight away. That's the end of that. So don't pursue anymore. It's a waste of time. It's raining outside, isn't it, buddy? Yeah, it's not really edible, is it? Anyway, he's taken a right shine to her. He's bought her a motorbike for her next project, and the best she had was a hug. I'm not saying she should have like snugged him or anything like that, but I think it worked out to be a hug and take him out for a drink or something like that. There's been so many hints in her videos that have been left in the comments. Not in the comments. I'm not even going to edit this. It's just going straight up because I think it's a talking point, isn't it? So many little bits in the edit, like here comes your husband. Yes, if you watch back her videos, here comes her husband, and it's the garage owner's. I think it's his son, really. And then what's the problem with Dirty Garage Guy at the moment? Yeah, Dirty Garage Guy taking the piss out of gingers, which is something close to my heart, because the guy he's taking the piss out of is doing his own thing. He's not really messing things up too bad. You can query anything that anyone does. You can query anything I do. I don't care. I'm sharing because I'm a sharing kind of guy. Why isn't this fitting absolutely beautifully? It's doing my own. We're thinking about tea now, aren't we? Yeah, so Dirty Garage Guy is not doing anyone any favours, taking the piss out of gingers. There's actually quite a lot of good ginger mechanics out there. I'd like to see him take the piss out of... See, it wouldn't work, would it? All right, mate, you want to go down? Wouldn't work if he took the piss out of blondies or fat mechanics or whatever. He just has to take the piss, and then I'm seeing him wearing a ginger wig and taking the piss and really trying to smash the guy. And I understood what he was doing when it came to Brock Engineering, because Brock was doing silly things, but that's personal to us. Like, we can see that would never be on like, you know, when Brock shampooed the pads down, so he removed 50% of the material, so the brake pad would kind of function, but would have 50% less resistance. And then Dirty Garage Guy went mental over that, absolutely mental. I don't like it. Why am I fighting this? I shouldn't have to fight it, should I? It's all happening in the vlogging world. I was really careful when I went to Motorcycle Live. Really careful just to do a few simple videos and a few photos, because there were so many people running around there with cameras. And it was, look at me, look at me, look at this bike, look at the other. And it was just kind of like, wow, that works as well. That's how to get views. I'm just a simple guy who does mechanics on motorbikes. Work on a few cars here and there. My dog's giving someone some grief. Why am I struggling with this? Somebody just tell me what I've done wrong. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a really good look at it. Shoot. Fucking dog hairs. Alright, let's stop that right now.